Hey, welcome back to Turntable Guy. On the bench today, we have a classic. I was really surprised to find this, and I'm really hoping that we're able to get this one going again. This is a 1985 Technics SL-P1 CD player. This is obviously a mid-80s CD player. It's a second generation CD player from Technics. This is part of the series of the SL-P1, SL-P2, and SL-P3. I'm lucky enough to own a black SL-P3, which is the top of the range. But as far as the differences between the players, it's just features. Just speaking from experience, my SL-P3 has a headphone jack here and a volume control, and it has variable output on the back and a digital volume control for that variable output on the front here. So that's the main difference. But mine is in black, and this one is the very special and sought after silver. I found this in the basement at the record store. I don't know how long it's been sitting down there. It is very dirty. And we're talking there is actual dirt on this thing. But interesting enough, it's got this massive sticker on the top here with instructions. Never seen that before. I don't know if they all came like that from the factory, but they were pretty adamant about you following these instructions. They're figuring no one's going to read the damn owner's manual, so let's put the stickers right on the top of the unit here. It's stuck right on, and I don't know if we get this thing going. I'm not sure I'm going to remove that, as tacky and ugly as it is. But like I mentioned, this thing is very, very dirty, but boy, is this thing cool. It has got the prism display up here. So when you put the disc in, it actually looks like it's sitting upwards. There's a green LED that shines down on it. You can see the disc spinning. Hey, that's a gimmick, but it's very cool. It's got a beautiful display on it, and these buttons are just fantastic. It's got full number keypad here, so you can pop in the track and all sorts of features. Anyway, I know for a fact that it does turn on, and the drawer was opening, but it will not play. There's a display. So the drawer is working pretty good. Just grab a disc here. But I don't see any spinning, and the LED for the prism display is not working. Now, oddly enough, the lights are lighting, but we're obviously not getting a track reading or table of contents reading here, so obviously there's something going on. Now, I know for a fact that this unit uses two belts. There is the belt to open the drawer, and then there is a disc sled belt that runs off a little worm gear, and that one tends to turn to mush. So I think what we're going to do is get up on the mount, and we're going to start tearing this puppy apart, and we're going to see what the problem is. Okay, there's 4 screws on the sides, and then should lift up. Ooh, something sticky. I don't see any burn marks or anything on the inside of the cover. I'll have the CD in there, so let me get that out. Oh, it's spun up. It's spinning. I think this is a really good sign. It's spinning. I have a feeling that the sled is not turning, so that's a good sign. I'm just going to get that CD out of there. I have a feeling that our our laser sled motor is going to be hopefully good. Although I thought I saw it move. Let me just unpower it here for a second. See if I can. No, I can't do it by hand. I'm going to have to get the whole the tray out. Okay, let's unplug it. I'm going to be screwing around with power. And you can get a look at this board here. And the first thing I'm noticing, now I recapped mine because it's mine. And I thought it would be a great idea to recap it. Based on the age, this is mid-80s. I'm hoping that the caps, the Matsushita caps, are okay at this point. I find that from about the late 70s to the early 80s is when these blue Matsushita caps were spitting out their guts. And you've seen that in a whole bunch of my turntable videos. So I'm going to hope they're okay. I remember when I recapped mine, I didn't find any bad ones. These are mostly Matsushita. Probably some Michikon, I'm thinking, as well. TK. Let's go about getting our transport out. Boy, this is a big. I'm sorry. I haven't been in one of these in a while, and it's amazing how stuff back in the day was built. Look at all these boards. It's just amazing to see this level of quality in a unit. And it's got some weight to it as well. Okay, I think I will plug it back in just to see if I need to take off the front door. I'm not sure if I do or not. I don't think so. I do want to get this faceplate off because it's filthy, and we're definitely going to want to clean that. Another thing I'm not sure of, I wonder if this unit has the two LEDs. I've never worked on an SL-P1 before. Okay, I'm going to try to pull off the faceplate first before I get at the sled and the tray. One here. This is the locking mechanism if you're transporting it. Let's see the other screws. Nothing on the side. So I could just release those two clasps. It should come out. That was nice and simple. You can't ask for an easier front panel to remove than that. You guys seeing that okay? We have 1, 2, 3, 4 cables that run to the front panel here, and looks like they are just pressed in. And I don't think we need to mark them or anything because it's pretty obvious as to where they go back. They're all very in line with each other. So I believe you lift these. Yes. So just pop those up and then you can remove the cables. Real easy. These are pretty delicate. They're just soldered wires, so try not to bend those or it's going to be a real pain in the butt to get them back in. You try to keep them nice and straight. There are pin straighteners out there, or you can use a nice flat pair of needle nose if you do bend them by mistake. Okay, that'll release our front panel. And then what we're going to want to do next is we're going to take this metal bar off, and there's 1, 2, maybe just 2 screws. We'll get all the buttons out too. let's just get that apart before we start working on this. Okay. The ground cable here, which attaches to this. Looks like we got, what, 3 screws there. And 2, 3. This should come right off. And I was wrong. This one does not have the LED. So that's another difference between the SL-P1 and SL-P3. I'm not sure about the SL-P2, but there's an LED right here, and it illuminates this piece of glass here, and you can see the disc spinning. Maybe I'll pull out the SL-P3 once we're done this one, and we can have a look at the differences. I think that's it. There's clasps here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe more, holding this board in. Just going to take my time here. I don't want to break anything. You could be dealing with some brittle plastics. Oh, duh. Sometimes the screw's right in front of your face and you can't see it. There we go. So there's a display and our buttons. Something else about the SL-P1, it does not have the same display as the SL-P3. So the SL-P3 is quite a bit better. This is just like, looks like it has like a calculator display on it. So totally different. I've never seen a 1 before. So you really, it was a little premium to get up to the 3. So you can also pull this board off of this plastic here. I'll probably do that off camera because it looks like it's a lot of clips and stuff here, and I don't want to bore you to tears. So just let me do that, and I'll be right back. Okay, that's a little fidgety to get this all apart. There's some clasps at the back. This is just a plastic button control here. And then you just got to work all these little tabs out. And then looks like there's 1, 2, 3, 4 sections of silver buttons. And all you do is you just release this. And then the button section will come out like that. And you can give it a proper cleaning. I like to clean them with a toothbrush. And some of them sit over another set, which is kind of interesting. So this set of 1 through 5 will probably sit over the 6 through 0. So the top one will pop off first, looks like. I think they're here. Push those out. Anyway, I'll get them out. It's a little tricky, but if you want it, here we go. So yeah, so there they are. So these they sit within each other like this. Interesting. But if you want to, if you're going to do a proper cleaning, you've got to get all this apart. You've got to get these buttons scrubbed down because they'll be filthy. So anyway, I'm going to do that. I'm also going to clean this face plate. I'm going to do that right now. Oh, what's this? Is this the glass coming out here? Yeah, this is the prism here coming out, which unfortunately does not have the LED. So that's unfortunate, but have a look. Remember how dirty it was because it's not going to be like that soon. So I'm going to take care of all that cleaning. I shall be right back. All right, I'm done washing the faceplate. I think we should take this transport off. If I remember correctly, these red screws have to come out. And there's 2 gold screws as well. But the red screws indicate the tray. So it goes out. If you don't pull those 2 gold screws, I don't think it's going to come up. Oh yeah, it does come up. Never mind. This transport weighs more than CD players, modern CD players. Okay, we've got some stuff to unplug here. And it looks like these might... We're going to have to cut this cable tie here. And this one for sure. So I'm going to put some marks, because even though it looks like they're different plugs, I just want to make sure that I put them back in the right spot. So that one, a couple ones here. Now, are these different? See, these look the same. I'm just trying to see if they can be interchanged, and they most certainly can. So yeah, I definitely want to put a mark on this one. Although, are they marked with a number? That's a 0, but I don't care. I'm going to mark it like that. And do a red one for this one. Actually, I won't do anything for that one. Actually, there's numbers here. So this is 407. I should actually be marking with the actual number. So 407. And this would be 408. If you take it. 408. 409. I'll remember where they go. Not. Okay, what else? So that goes out. Good heavens. There's a lot of plugs here. This is 411. And then this is 412. Right. Let's see. Right on. Okay, so let's put this aside for now. And we'll have a look at the belt. Wow, it's been a while. I remember working on this deck. Well, mine anyway. And here's the belt for the tray, by the way. Right here. See how it works. And it's in pretty good shape. I don't know if that's original or not. It's okay. I mean, it was opening and closing. Everything seems well lubricated. Even the original greases look good. I'm going to put a drop of oil in that motor. Let that soak in. We'll clean the belt and just move this board out of the way. Let's try that first. That's a big screw. Okay. I have to snip these. I understand why this is here, but it's preventing me from lifting this board. And there we go. Not the easiest to remove. There's some limit switches in here, which we will clean. And I think I'm going to put a little bit of power to this motor to see if it actually spins. You can see the limit switch is activated here. It's in the home position right now. And to remove this, you have to pull this entire worm gear out. I'm just going to spin it out of the way. And I'm going to clean these limit switches. And we'll use a little bit of alcohol and some 2000 grit. Okay, let's check something here. That's good. And this one. Also good. Now, the belt doesn't look bad. Okay, let's power this motor and see if it moves. Put up I don't know, 3 volts for now. So it is spinning. Reverse it. Belt. But I don't have that belt. And you're not going to find that belt anywhere. Trust me. Well, you can order it. But with the postal strike, good luck. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try cleaning it. And I will show you how you remove it. So, yes, I believe you have to pull this back, pull that out of there, and try not to break anything. We'll just remove it from here first. It doesn't feel awful, you know? It feels like it needs a cleaning. And we're going to lube that motor as well. I believe this will come forward. There's a leaf spring there. Okay, let's gently pull up on this. There we go. Here's our belt. Tiny little sucker. I'm going to boil that, and then I'm going to clean it with alcohol. And then we will put it back in. And in the meantime, I'm just going to put a drop of oil in the motor and let it sit upside down here. So drop in the motor, let that soak in. There goes our gear, no big deal. That just kicks down like that. There's a spring here. And it rides in the grooves here. And the grease is good. Nothing wrong with the grease. So we'll also clean this pulley here. It looks kind of dirty. So I'll pause. I'll go boil that belt. I'll be right back. So I just want to show you the belt after boiling. Here's the original belt. And this is a plumbing O-ring that I just went through my toolbox and that I found. It's a little bit smaller, but just about the same size. And I'm kind of wondering if that would work. The only problem with it is it's not very flexible, so it doesn't stretch very much. But I'm not sure if it really needs to or not. I'm going to put the old belt back first and see if we get any motion and disc reading. If not, I might try that O-ring. So, I mean, if you're in a pinch and you have some plumbing O-rings, maybe one around this size, maybe just a touch bigger, might be worth a try. Be right back. Okay, the old belt is back in place. Like I said, I did not lubricate the worm gear because the grease is very pliable and good. I cleaned the main rails. There's two of them here. Put a light lubricant on there just to get them sliding nicely, and the laser sled is moving back and forth beautifully. So I'm going to reassemble this, and I'll meet you back up top. Okay, let's get this back together. I really appreciated the ease of taking this off. There we go. And we are going to reinstall. Oh, hang on. Oh, shit. I gotta reinstall this little clip here. We're going to reinstall that wire clip. Just get a plastic tie here, and it's just around here, if I remember correctly, or was it around there? Did it matter that much? I'll put it here. It wasn't tight. Just do it like that. Okay. And we'll reinstall our drawer belt. And I think we can put this back in the unit. Hopefully it reads. If not, we'll have to crack open the service manual. Okay. Right there. I am not going to screw it in just yet. Definitely want to reinstall all these wires where they belong. Okay, I'm not going to twist these all together just yet because I want to just kind of tack the faceplate in and see if we're spinning. So I'm just going to grab the faceplate and I'll just show you how it's looking. So as you can see, it's all super clean now. It's still a little wet. Got to give that a little chance to dry, especially on the inside of the glass here. So we'll get that all clean and put back together, and then we'll put it back on and see if we're spinning. Okay, faceplate's back together. We're just going to insert it just temporarily. I'm not going to screw anything in. Just get all the cables connected and just to test to see if it's working. Feed your power button through, something like that, and then we got to get all these connected. All these ribbon cables, and they will all get bent out of shape because it's very soft wire. But they're not too hard to manipulate. Just make sure you get them in the appropriate hole. And then just lock it down. Like I said, you can't mix them up because they naturally go where you expect them to go. Okay. All right, we're going to plug it in. Make sure we're opening and closing first of all. Display's working. Tray's opening and closing well. I see the laser going up and down, so that's a good sign, but does the laser actually work? Oh my God, it's a spinning. It was spinning before though, wasn't it? I am not getting anything. Hang on a sec here, I'll bring it down. It's doing the same thing it was. And oh my God, it just read it. Okay, that was just weird. Let's see if it plays. Okay, it is playing. That was weird. That took way too long. Hang on, I'm gonna hook up some audio, and then we'll see if the laser actually moves. Just give me a sec. Okay, we got sound. I'm gonna go all the way up. So the belt's working. Open it again. Now it's reading really fast. Okay. That's good. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to clean the laser. I'm going to do that. Give me one sec. I'm sorry if you can't see. I'm not removing this clamp. I'm just going to give the laser a little clean here. I don't know why it refused to read that one time, and then once it did, everything was working great. Now I know that this laser is no longer available. Okay. I don't see any dirt on there, but let's try this again. Red right away. Play. Okay. Let's try a disc with more tracks. And once I'm done that, I'm going to bring down the SL-P3, and we're going to have a look at both players. Read perfectly. Beautiful. Fantastic. I'm really happy with this. To be honest with you, I don't know why I decided to wait so long to read, but all I can say is it's working, and I'm not going to complain. So I am going to decide what I want to do with that lid. If we're going to leave this alone as is, first of all, clean off all this disgusting mess, but leave the big sticker on here. It's original. I'm kind of big on leaving things original. So I'm going to clean this. I'm going to come back, and then we're going to put the SL-P3 on top of the SL-P1, and we'll look at the features and the differences. Okay, if I'm not mistaken, let me know if I am. I don't think you're going to see these two players on a bench together anywhere else. This is a pretty rare occurrence. On the bottom we have our recently repaired SL-P1, and above is my personal SL-P3. Now you can have a look at the differences here. Like I was mentioning, the SL-P3 is in black. Focus. And it has, like I mentioned, headphone jack with volume control. And it has timer play, which we want to turn to off. It also has the numbered keyboard, as does the SL-P1. And this is where it gets a little bit different on the second set of buttons here. You can see that on the SL-P1, the control panel ends right where the drawer starts. On the SL-P3, the numeric buttons are pushed almost a third the way in to where the drawer is, because there's a whole set of memory buttons here. Music scan, index, all this stuff, runtime, clear, it's all your memory stuff there. And down here, we have memory, index, and repeat. Also up here, we have this output level, and the display is quite a bit bigger on the SL-P3 as well. There's a lot more information with an output level here for your variable output control. And there's no remote control for the SL-P1. This has a remote sensor. Unfortunately, I don't have the remote, but any Panasonic remote will work with it. And there is a Q standby here. I have no clue what that is. And then you can play, pause, stop, your skip and search there. And down here, same thing. Play, pause, stop, skip and search. And we've just got a repeat button here, a track index. Okay, let's turn them both on and you'll see the difference. As you can see, the SL-P3 has the LED in the prism up there. And its display shows, it's got like this track number thing up to 15 and the time. So I'll just load a disc so you can see how that works. And if it's over 15 tracks, it's also got a little eject button there. Not a button, an eject indicator. If it goes with 15 tracks, you'll just, I think that it does 15 plus an arrow or something. There you go. So there's 21 tracks. And it shows you the 15, and then it's got a little arrow here to say it's more than 15. So that's what the SL-P3 does. And the P1, it's just going to show the tracks and the time, I believe. Yeah. And the display is different. On the P3, the numbers are, it's a fluorescent display, but they're just, it's brighter on the P1, and it's just slightly different in style. Okay, let's hit play. So this is a 21 track disc. So this player is a little bit slow because it's got that worm gear and the belt. So let's go up to track 19. So it takes its time. One thing else that you'll notice, both players have this. If you listen, you'll hear a click and that little tick. So it's got a muting relay in there. So every time you hit the next track, it mutes, then clicks the audio back on, which is kind of cool. So I say our P1's working pretty nicely. Actually, the drawer sounds better than my P3. My P3 makes a little bit of a clunking sound. I do have a new belt on mine. The original belt sounds better on the P1. But anyway, that's a look at these players. I did clean up the top. Hang on, let me just pause and I'll show you the top. So it's not perfect, but it's a lot better. All the grease and stains have been removed. There's a little bit of scratches over here. Like I said, it's not perfect, but it's very presentable. And for someone who's looking for a classic silver-faced vintage CD player, this is going to sell really well. And it is a beauty. Looks like we had a little bit of an issue with maybe belt slipping on it. I'm not sure exactly why it wasn't reading. It's not like something was sticking out and saying this is not working. I think it just needed a good service, and it's back and ready to play, hopefully for another 20, 30 years. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that, and we will catch you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.